Hello, my name is Einer Jordan, and this video is to hopefully help people that are struggling still, even going through the Fenbendazole and Ivermectin protocols to battle cancer, especially late stage. Um, Again, my name is Einer Jordan. I'm a biotech engineer that has been with 28 years experience. I'm not a doctor and I'm not a nutritionist. These recommendations are based on my experiments and review of multiple literatures from reputable sources like NIH, New England of Science. A lot of them I listed in my books, Bulletproof Your Health with Artemisia annua, and Good Shit, which it talks about the human microbiome, and Artemisia annua as an antiparasitic agent. So after speaking to a lot of people and having a lot of questions thrown at me, I don't always have the time. I have more plates than I have tables in my house. Uh, and I don't consider myself to be an expert. I become an expert on a subject and then I go and do something else. But here is, I'll try to summarize. A lot of these protocols are either in my books or they are in my YouTube channel. So the first protocol that can help you jumpstart the recovery is a carnivore diet and intermittent fasting. Let's start first with the carnivore diet. It's a zero carbohydrate diet high in fat. Now, salt is not necessary, but since you're already sick and you're starting, salt will be your best friend because in a lot of cases, people can digest food very well at this stage. So what salt does is that the sodium of salt the chlorine of salt is going to help build more acid in the stomach. And this will help you digest things better. Now, this should be used at the same time as you're fasting because it allows the colon to relax, heal itself, seal. There is a bacteria called Artemisia, and that is responsible primarily for sealing the colon. So if you don't seal the colon, you probably already have leaky gut syndrome. So this will help your colon to be intact and allow other bacteria to grow and repopulate the colon. And we're going to go into the bacteria, how it can help you. But about 90% of your DNA is the gut bacteria or the bacteria that lives in your body. And about 80% of your immune system is the bacteria in your gut. If you don't have the right type of bacteria in the right amounts, your immune system is not going to be very strong. And you're going to struggle a lot through this process of healing. You need a healthy immune system, and you need the right food to keep this immune system going. I understand it sucks to be a carnivore sometimes, especially because your body is so saturated with yeast that's going to be craving sugar like crazy. I still struggle with it, but since 2018, after years of being a carnivore, I can process some carbohydrates. I have some tricks that I use that human beings developed. I'm by no means a genius. I'm just somebody with a lot of incentives. I have well over 20 autoimmune disorders. Some of them are not even recognized by the medical industry as autoimmune disorders, but I have found through my own research that they are, and my own self-experiments. So that said, this is something that I always recommend everyone to do your own research. I put all the papers and research that I cited in my book. Is over 100 papers in either one of the books. So the reason that you need a lot of high fat and protein is because the colon is made out of a lot of protein called collagen. And the fat is something that the human body needs. So we're eating a lot of vegetable oils that are very toxic. They're manufactured in an industry. They're not our natural diet. It's kind of like feeding it. That's why we don't normally feed them to pigs and cows, because they'll die with cancer very early. We've known this since the 1930s. This is why we eat the animals early on, within a year or two, because they will start dying from eating a lot of corn and soy, etc. Human beings evolved for 2.5 million years to be strict carnivores. We started eating carbohydrates about 10,000, 20,000, maybe 100,000 years ago. And, well, it has not gone great for us. Um, in my videos, you can see a lot of more specifics. So I don't want to dwell on this, but this is very, very important that you do this. Uh, your chances will improve drastically. In my experience, tracking hundreds of thousands of carnivores through different groups, I'm not only a member of this group, I'm a member of many groups. I try to give advice when I have time, but it's difficult. This is basically career suicide for me, and I don't make money on YouTube and selling books. So, it's not fun to see my career go down the toilet. Um, Second protocol, artemisia annua. This is also an antiparasitic, but it has a lot of other things that it does. It's an anti-inflammatory. It modulates the bacteria in your gut. So it attracts the good bacteria and it pushes away and suppresses the bad bacteria. It kills it in most cases. It helps other chemicals work better. It cleans your liver. It's an amazing compound. Uh, I buy it from a company. I'll try to put the link from South Florida that doesn't put any preservatives. They don't put rice or fillers or anything like that. But this is an amazing substance to take. The trick is to take about 5 grams a day. And since you're already taking ivermectin and fenbendazole, it's very unlikely that you're going to have side effects. From this, if you're starting with just artemisia annua, I always tell people to start at a very low dose and increase systematically so you don't have HERX reaction. But it's very likely that, you should be cautious and yeah, start slow. Start taking 1-2 capsules a day and increase all the way to about 5 grams. It's somewhere around 14, 15 capsules, depending on the concentration, how many milligrams each capsule has. So that's the second protocol that I normally recommend, and I do myself, or I've done it in the past. Then the third one is probiotics. So I have 2 tricks. I buy sometimes different type of probiotics. I put them inside an enteric capsule, and I mimic a fecal matter transplant. So I've done fecal matter transplants in the past on myself and a few people that recommended. I currently don't have a donor because it has to be a strict carnivore or at least a very ketogenic or at least a paleo donor, which I don't have right now, and I will not have for a while. So I do this with a specific type of probiotics, especially low histamine probiotics. I put them inside a 0 enteric capsule, so it goes straight to the gut, not the stomach. So the reason that they don't make it is because they want to sell you more. They normally will die mostly on the stomach, very little will go to the gut, and then the infections you already have are going to kill the rest. But if you go straight to the gut, you have a better chance. They will fight down those other infections and improve your gut health. There is 3 specific strains of organisms that you will like in your supplement if you choose a supplement, which is Lactobacillus planetarium and Rhamnosus, and Saccharomyces boulardii. These 3 have modulating effects that will attract the good bacteria and the good yeast. So Boulardii is a yeast, is a cousin or a step brother of Saccharomyces cerevisiae, which is what was used to make yeast. Then just to make yeast, it was used to make bread or wine or beer. So I myself no longer buy these supplements because there's $40 a month plus another $35 a month plus another whatever it costs the enteric capsules. So I normally make either kefir at home. I make an Amish style kefir. I can call it an Amish kefir because I'm not Amish. So this has well over 50 bacteria and all it costs me is whatever I buy milk. So I keep 2 jugs, and I put about a finger or two with milk, let it ferment for 48 hours at a room temperature, and voila, for $3, I have a gallon of probiotics that for me and my family. Now, a lot of people go crazy with the grains and extract the grains, and you don't really need the grains. You just leave a little bit of it, and the bacteria are in it. The grains are just a byproduct of time. They start growing with time, with casein is a protein that starts building, these bacteria start building it up. But when you make this Amish style kefir, it's just full of little grains, and that's pretty much all you need. Um, but I mean, if you enjoy the whole grain washing and saving and all of that, I just don't have time to separate the grains. I make gallons of this a week, so it's just I don't have time. And here I add a lot of salt. I don't need drink it with sugar. I just take about 2 fingers, ice, water, in a glass. I make a full glass, and I put a lot of salt. We're talking about 2.5 grams, so I can create a lot of stomach acids. Since 2018, I don't think I've been sick much or at all. I mean, compared to before I was using these protocols. The fourth protocol, I call it the NAC in enteric capsules. And I put it in enteric capsule again to bypass the stomach, because most chemicals are absorbed in the gastrointestinal tract. Once you put something in the stomach, a lot of time it dilutes the acids or it breaks it down. It causes all kinds of issues and side effects. So I done this. I done so much NAC because I was trying to heal an alternative condition. I accidentally healed other conditions. And I've been able to help people with very severe diseases that did not respond to anything else, like Hashimoto's. I had a person that called me, and she was a carnivore doing fasting. Hashimoto's was not going away. And I think the spouse of a famous doctor still has Hashimoto's even in a carnivore diet. Unfortunately, I can't reach out to them to offer them my NAC protocol. So the NAC protocol uses about 00 capsules again, and once you fill them with bulk NAC, this is about 600 milligrams per capsule. I was planning to distribute it through one of my supplement company, but currently is on the back burner. I just don't have the time. I have a farm. I have a bunch of animals. I have kids, and we make all foods from scratch at home, and a lot of people calling me for help, etc. So I live a very, very busy life. I have a full time. Well, I'm in between jobs, but I will start working full time hopefully soon again in another contract. So you take, at least for a 150-pound person like me, I take about 6 to 8 capsules around early in the morning, 6, 7, 8 in a.m. I do this only once a week. After the first 6 to 8 capsules, I take 3 to 4 capsules every single hour. And this is based on different protocols that are used to cure or treat different illnesses, addiction, and overdose. So NAC also will clean your liver, like nobody spills. It will clean your lungs. It is an antifibrolytic agent. Artemisia is also a fibrolytic, sorry, not an antifibrolytic, a fibrolytic agent. So it means that it breaks down the mucus, the fibrin that your body creates to attack all these other parasites and illnesses and cancer. It tries to stop all of this from going, but all these organisms will live happily under this fibrin. So it will melt that. It will force your body to create glutathione. And glutathione is the anti-inflammatory agent your body produces. So it will force it to create a lot more than normal glutathione, a lot. But I find that most of these protocols are not done on a daily basis. They're usually done once a week to give your body a chance to rest. I find that 3 to 4 days is probably maximum, but a week is optimal. The first week or two that you do this protocol, you will not feel great for the next 48 hours. I wouldn't be running a marathon. You're going to feel tired. You're going to probably get diarrhea. With a carnivore diet, high in fat, you will get diarrhea. It will just be flushing your system from all kinds of junk that's being lodged up in there, and toxicity, etc. So the NAC protocol is used. It's a miracle drug. They do it intravenous. They do it through nasal, but pharma cannot really patent it well and make a lot of money out of it because it's everywhere. It's not very expensive to use. You can buy glutathione itself, but it's not as good as when your body makes it, because your body will make it inside the cells instead of outside of the cells. This NAC protocol, it treated things that nothing that I tried, anything else that I tried before will not heal. And I had I was choking all the time every time I ate, even as a carnivore. Artemisia annua was able to help me a lot with this condition. It's called esophagitis. And but the moment that I stopped taking Artemisia annua, within a week or two, it will come back. I've been now almost a year in remission from esophagitis. I haven't had it happen anymore. No matter what I eat, if I drink alcohol, and then my stubborn blood pressure, it melted away, which a lot of carnivores accepted as, oh well, it happens with age. No, the NAC cleans up your kidneys like nobody's business. So, and that's the root cause of your high blood pressure. I mean, right now, having a glass of wine, I don't get high blood pressure or the feeling of high blood pressure anymore. So, in a nutshell, these are my 4 protocols. This is very hard to type up in messages, so this is why I'm doing this video. You can reach out to me. I'll try to help you. Everybody wants individual treatments and conversations and talks. Unfortunately, I don't have the time always. And like I say, I'm a very busy man. I have a family, and I try to help as many people as I can. But there is no money on this, and my family is fan of food, so I have to come up with ways to make some type of profit in the biotech sector, which is the only people that hire me generally to solve problems. So I hope this helps. I'll do my best to help everybody out if I can, when I can. But a lot of the information is in my YouTube, in my videos. I urge everybody to do their own research, to do their own experiments. I know everybody's desperate, as I was once. And unfortunately, there was nobody giving this information out. When I was sick, it took me a very long time to piece it together. But best of luck and hang in there. All these diseases are treatable. I mean, there are a few that I have not been able to crack the code, like diabetes type 1 and chronic bladder pain. I can improve it greatly, somewhere between 80%, or put it in remission with a very strict carnivore diet and fasting. But, we all have families and friends, and occasionally we like to have a drink or do something that is not, it will bring the condition back, but at least it won't bring it as bad as when it started, which was about, I had to go to the bathroom every 15 minutes to pee, as I couldn't sleep anymore. But hang in there. You're going to be fine. Keep at it. Don't give up.